Ayo YouTube.
Ayo Diamond.
It's your boy Rayo here. Back with another YouTube video, and yeah, I know. It's been a long time, 5 months, etc., since I made another YouTube video. Understand? Look, bro, I'm sorry. I only got 32 followers, subscribers. And 32 subscribers, bro. Hey, I'm sorry. I'ma do better. I promise. But hey, today we're reacting to a Cory Kenshin video. Spooky, scary Sunday. Why? Because I love watching Cory Kenshin videos. That's mainly why. Because I love his videos. God dang it. So let's get right into it. I feel like somebody actually shooting.
We haven't even started this first one, and it's already looking crazy. This first one is called Just Beyond the Golden Arches, and it was uploaded by Kenshin. This was sent to us by
that man video is crazy as fuck, bro.
Said, make sure to finish your Happy Meals. I just felt a bead of sweat roll down my butt crack.
You look cute when you eat those fries. Now go ahead.
Man, teeth.
Get a taste of that Big Mac. It's really good.
Can you back up?
Come on in. The water's just fine.
Ew!
Oh, come on. I won't bite. At least not that hard.
I am mildly uncomfortable and hungry.
You still haven't tried your Big Mac. Is something wrong? I hate to see you go home hungry.
I was getting to go actually. So I'm gonna just get up out of here.
Our bathrooms are very clean.
It's like cap.
You look like you have to take a tinkle. Go on. Take a couple trips.
Take a couple trips.
I got a 93 Toyota Paseo in the parking lot. Let's get out of here.
No, I actually have my own vehicle. Why did I get in the car?
I used to like Logic. You know, the rapper. Yeah, but the needle drop reviews him so poorly. I just don't really care for his music now.
I don't really fuck with Logic. I really fuck with two songs. Let me stop kidding.
Logic
I like
Well, this is my pad. It ain't much, but I certainly call it home.
Why am I here?
You look pretty thirsty. Here, have some water.
Why is his cheek so firm?
Here you go, sweetie.
Oh, that wasn't water. That was not water. Oh my goodness.
I just don't know why you didn't try the Big Mac.
I wasn't.
It's a route.
I wasn't
Don't you
hungry.
want to know how succulent it can taste?
Hell no, cuz that might be the best
How beautiful life can really be.
We are in trouble now. Don't go home with strangers, people.
Don't be afraid. When you come to your
Our clown was
senses,
ever
I'll bring
good.
you back up.
Where am I at?
I don't know one famous clown that's not like positive or weird. Clowns just weird.
Oh,
My goodness. Hell no, boy. The nigga ate it like a Big Mac.
that was freaking fire.
Meat
Canyon. Y'all got skills.
What about Nathan Wheeler? Nathan Wheeler, you guys get to
Now this next one is called Pine Devil Horror, and it was uploaded by David.
Another
Barrera.
reason why I watch
This
these
was sent
videos
to
is
us by your
because,
boy
bro,
Ty. So Ty, I want to say thank you, appreciate
I
you.
can't.
Hopefully having a
I
wonderful
could try to
day.
find a compilation of all these scary videos for respect to,
like
but
that, Ty, because you didn't.
no, that's not.
I'm gonna have to tie something around your neck. Oh, excuse me.
It might be a bit scary because what y'all playing. Man, I need a back massage.
Dang.
Damn, who he shoot? Damn.
Now you know he did.
Okay.
Now my question is,
Like
what
like
animal?
A horse and a deer and a kangaroo all mixed.
It got flies on it.
Uh-oh.
That was a daughter or son or baby, whatever. That was a calf of something else.
Oh, yeah, that room is terrifying.
You done messed up.
Ooh.
Reload.
Good. Very dark.
No, don't go
It's
down there.
dark,
Reload.
bro.
See, you back yourself into a corner.
Okay, that just one barrel.
That's a nice camping spot.
That shotgun is one barrel. Like,
Hope you
like
got some more buck shots in your coat.
And they got one shot.
Ooh, he looking for.
Ooh, that do not seem good, man.
What?
Oh, okay. Low-key scared me. I thought that was that.
I didn't jump. That was y'all.
What the fuck is happening, man? Yeah, I might start watching scary videos myself because, like, Cory Kenshin doesn't make it. It's the daughter only, though.
Dang.
It's not even the big one. Cause how the fuck? Cause how the fuck that thing get down there?
That was
Okay, that shit.
How did he freaking funnel his way down there? Hey, shout out to David Romero. I remember he did that one animation. I think it was called Midnight.
I ain't gonna cap. I don't know how that man fell asleep during that. Me personally, I could have not fallen asleep. No sure.
Arigato gozaimasu. The roommate.
Looking for a new roommate is always a daunting task. Even though you interview and take the time to get to know that person, you don't truly find out who they are until you start living with them.
Facts.
I'd begun searching for...
Let me press pause. Let me turn this up. You get it nice and loud in the headphones, so it's
that you
for a roommate after I decided to leave my
More
current
like it.
residency. I was contacted a couple of hours after placing an ad on the Facebook Marketplace. The message read,
Hey Chris, I'll be moving out of my current apartment this August and I'm looking to room with someone new, as my roommates are moving to California this year. I'm 27 and I'm currently going to school. When I'm not at school, I enjoy hiking and watching
She's been in
movies.
school for a long
I
time.
also apprentice at a taxidermy shop on the days I don't have class. Hope that's not weird. It's always
Little
been
bit.
a fun hobby of mine. Anyway, I'm looking forward to hearing back from
Taxidermy
you.
shop.
Have a great day.
Yeah.
Lunaire.
okay.
my first and most
Alright,
obvious
but I
reaction
know
after
everybody ain't
reading
got
the
friends
message
or
was to check her
everything,
profile.
but
She was a
nigga,
medium height,
stop.
had long,
No,
messy
man,
blonde
roommate.
hair
We're not
and green
doing that.
eyes.
No, sir.
In her profile picture, I saw her standing with a man and a woman shoulder to shoulder. They each adorned goofy grins and held up peace signs. Under the photo, the caption read, "Love my roommates."
Okay.
I smiled to myself and decided to send her a message back.
Who,
The
hey,
sun beat down on us
who
as
was
we
that over
moved
there?
various objects to the second floor of our new apartment. It took us a couple days to get everything out of the moving trucks and into our new place. But as soon as we did, a wave of relief washed over our sweat-drenched and sore bodies. After a couple more hours of rearranging, we each grabbed a
Look at
beer
the
from the
llama.
fridge and sat on the porch. We reminisced about old 90s cartoons and what video games we obsessed over as kids. And as the sun started to set, I truly felt relaxed and confident that things were going to work out.
But they didn't. Nah, quick question. How many of y'all would put out an ad for a roommate and accept a response from the opposite gender? Because I'm
I ain't
thinking,
gonna cap. Yeah,
you know, I put out an
No, I
ad
think
for
that
a
bad.
roommate.
A random
if you
one?
even
No.
a little cute. Guys, I'm joking.
A week later, I started a new job for a construction company that was owned by a good friend of mine. As I was getting ready, I heard the front door swing open.
I mean, it
walked
probably would
into
be
the
cool to
living
have your
room to see
own. It probably
Lunaire
be cool
and
as
her
fuck
friend
having your own
David
roommate.
sliding in a
Like,
large box.
Hey,
that's a
hold
feeling.
up.
What you got there?
But
Who is
it
you?
should be. I don't know.
Through a strained grunt, she replied,
I bought a freezer to store some of the animals I'm planning on using in my
I
tax
only had
framework.
male roommates, so I don't fucking
I hope
know.
that's alright.
No, it's like you should have
I
cleared
was
that
obviously
before.
hesitant
It's
at
already
first,
here.
as there was no mention of this happening in the first place, but I eventually accepted and returned to my room to continue getting
She
ready for
already
work.
on that weird stuff.
I came
That
home
takes
at
no
around
sugar,
9
because why
p.m.
the fuck
after
you-
having a couple of beers with friends and
Fuck
noticed that the
nigga.
freezer was nestled snugly in the lower part of the pantry. A low
Listen,
hum
bro.
could be heard
Mind your
reverberating off of the
motherfucking
inner
business,
walls.
bro.
I was curious to see what was inside, but didn't want to intrude on Lunaire's business, so I went into my room and changed into more comfortable clothing.
I'm taking a peek.
After changing, I came back out into the kitchen and
Oh,
started
no,
making a
bro.
sandwich. I opened the fridge and grabbed what I needed. As I turned around, I stubbed my toe on the edge of the island countertop and let out a long, exasperated grunt.
Ouch.
Through my frustration, I slammed the fridge door shut and checked my toe to see if there was any bleeding. As I raised my head back up, I was greeted by a shadowy figure. Lunaire was standing in the doorway leading to her room. The darkness behind her almost seemed to envelop her.
Is everything okay?
She said in a deadpan tone. Shit, yeah, I'm sorry. I just slammed my toe into the corner of the countertop as I was making a sandwich. I hope I didn't wake you,
It's fine.
she said in the same
look
deflated
at this
tone
girl,
as
bro.
before.
Heck
She
no.
then turned around and walked back into the darkness of her room. I could tell that she was pissed, so I quietly made my sandwich and
What?
retreated
Oh.
back to my room as well.
Hey, Lunaire, you want a PB&J? I mean, I could make you one real quick. Maybe we can watch some TikToks after.
Only hearing the low hum from the freezer as I closed my door. I had the next day off, so I was able to sleep in a little longer than usual.
Man, told though.
When I finally emerged from my room, I walked into the kitchen to make breakfast. As I opened the refrigerator, I noticed that the light wasn't turning on and there was a lack of cold air escaping from inside.
What? She
I
unplugged
turned
it?
around and flipped the light switch to confirm my suspicion. Sure enough, the power was out.
Oh.
Damn it, I muttered under my breath. I walked over to Lunaire's room and knocked on her door to tell her about the power outage if she didn't already know.
I mean,
But
whoa.
there was no answer. I then remembered that she had classes that day and probably wasn't home. I walked back to the kitchen
Cut
and
my ear
past
so
the
down,
pantry.
so bro.
Why is it a
As I
padlock?
did, I slipped on the floor but was able to catch myself on the countertop. What the? I angrily
Bro, I really wanna know how they
exclaimed
make these
as I
animations.
looked
I would
down
love
at
to
the
make these
floor
animations
trying
have,
to
like, story
figure out
times
what
and
I had
stuff
slipped
animated.
on. It was blood. It had started to leak from the corner of the freezer and pool onto the floor. I quickly tried to open the freezer to find
She
out the
gotta go,
cause
G.
of the viscous
She gotta
liquid.
go. It's some
but
stuff
then I
like this
noticed
stop
that it
popping up,
had
my
a
nigga.
padlock
What?
attached to it.
Heck no.
I don't remember seeing that before.
Lunaire got to get
I
up
ran
out
out
of
to
there.
my car and grabbed my toolbox
Like
from the
your
back
thing's
seat.
leaking full
I
blood, my
approached
guy.
the freezer and set my tools down on the nearby countertop. I then pulled out a small pair of bolt cutters and snapped through the metal of the padlock. It fell to the ground with a large thud. I creaked open the top of the freezer and was greeted with a putrid stench that permeated my nostrils. I quickly pinched my nose and walked away gagging in response. I guess I should have realized that was gonna happen, I muttered to myself in between gags.
Man
After
up.
gaining my
Look in there.
composure, I grabbed some gloves from under the sink and started taking inventory. I could see a couple of dead birds and plastic bags wedged into the corners of the freezer. I took each bag out and set
how you
them in the
gonna throw
trash
them
can
away,
nearby. That's when I noticed that the blood was coming from the corner of the larger black bag.
Uh,
I don't know why. I
The man face
decided to
cut
open the
like,
top of the bag and peer inside. I was greeted by large, milky white eyes, a swollen tongue surrounded by cracked and bloated lips,
I'm out the
matted
joint.
hair of a human head. I swiftly
Out that
dropped the
joint.
bag and fell
Out that
backwards
joint.
to the floor.
Out that
My
joint.
breathing
You can't
had
tell me,
ceased
my
to
bro,
exist,
look,
and
bro.
I grabbed the trash can next to me and expelled my disgust into it.
Bro,
call the
I then
police.
Thank
ran out
you.
the door,
Oh,
got into
leave.
my car, and
There you
called the
go.
police.
Good job.
As I sat in the interrogation room with a blanket over my shoulders, I couldn't help but think about the face I'd seen.
Cold?
It looked so familiar.
you're like, man.
That's when it finally hit me. I pulled out my phone and looked at Lunaire's profile picture. It was her old roommate. The one she said was moving to
That girl moved to
California.
back in the freezer.
When the detective entered the room, she started the questioning process, asking me if I started noticing any weird behavioral occurrences around the apartment. Yeah, I stubbed my toe the other day and she creepily stood in the doorway. It seemed like she was pissed, but for some reason I had a strange feeling like she was concerned about something. That's when I connected the dots. She didn't come out into the kitchen because she heard me stub my toe. She came out into the kitchen because she thought I slammed the freezer instead of the fridge. A cold sweat started to form on my forehead as my surroundings became blurred. I could hear a low whine slowly starting to cover up the words of concern from the detective. As my vision started to clear, I could see another officer enter the room and whisper something into her ear as he handed her a piece of paper.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Do you have somewhere you could stay at?
Go home.
She asked. I mean, I was planning on staying with my parents. They live about 30 minutes outside of town. Okay.
Can I stay
she
with
paused.
you?
Oh, everything.
Listen, I don't want to worry you, but we found this picture inside of your apartment.
Oh no. Oh no.
She slid the piece of paper across the table, and I immediately felt like someone kicked me in the chest.
She's standing over.
The head of Lunaire's other roommate sat on the chair. In the background, scrawled on the wall in blood, read,
Why she killing her
"Left my
roommates though?
roommates." All of them.
Damn.
What
Exactly,
did
bro.
they do though? Like, did they fart a lot? Don't forget to slice that like button. And everyone stay safe during these quarantine times. Got some work to do. See you here next week.
Yeah. The fuck you gonna do? Wipe your ass with that shit? Hey, cause my name is Cory Kenshin. Hey man, bro, you can't sit here and tell me Cory Kenshin ain't live, bro. Shit, if you say he's not live, bro. But hey man, thanks for watching, YouTube. Thank you. Subscribe, like, da 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 da.